Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Self-Love series this month in February. Thank you for joining in. I was inspired to create the series as a way to connect and share some tangible and uplifting tools and practices for one's self-care rituals. So, and to empower love for self, most importantly. My guests this month are a group of high vibe game changers from all over the country, and I'm just so excited to introduce each one of my friends here this week to learn a little bit from. So I cannot wait to introduce this wonderful person I have coming up today, Olivia Battino, and I'm just going to figure out here how to invite her in. Let's see. Oh, there we go. She'll be joining us soon. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Olivia.
What's up?
Welcome.
The other thing I'd like to
Here's my first guest. I'll just do a brief introduction for her. So I was very fortunate enough to get back in 2016 when I was co-facilitating a 300-hour yoga teacher training. Joined us there. And we've been in touch ever since, and more so recently. And yeah, it's my first guest for this series. And basically, yeah, I'll let you take it from here. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're calling in from.
I'm sorry, it's a little fuzzy. Can you hear me okay? Or is it?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, well, thanks so much for having me. I'm so excited. This is so nice. I've never done something like this before, so a little new, but yeah, I guess I can do a brief introduction and kind of talk about myself, what I do, and then we can get into more of the good stuff. Sweet. So I've been teaching yoga and meditation for the past 7 years or so. For those of you that don't know, I've been working at an online investment platform, and we're pretty remote for the foreseeable future. So I've been living in Colorado, which is great. I'm teaching yoga, 4 yoga classes per week on average right now, and for me, that's really helping keeping me grounded outside of my personal yoga practice. So teaching helps. And then you and I led a holistic superfood immersion, which was also so grounding. And it brought me so much mental acuity, so much clarity from just eating well and weaving, more nutrient-dense products into my everyday. And then lastly, I studied abroad in the Turks and Caicos Islands back in 2017, as you know. So a few friends and I have been working on a startup business to bring hydroponics to the Turks and Caicos Islands. So locally sourced produce, fresh food, lots of small inland community need that. So yeah, that's up and coming. And there's a lot going on, but I'm staying grounded through all of it. And the past month of incorporating superfoods and holistic nutrition in a combination with being in Colorado for sure is helping keeping me grounded with all of the moving parts, definitely.
Yeah. And it's been fun. Like, it's amazing to hear everything that you do, what you're involved in, and and it's been super fun to be even more connected with you recently, leading this superfood nutritional group, taking the group last January. We have another one coming up in April if anyone's interested out. And yeah, it's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and it's always a pleasure to hear about what's going on in your world and what you're doing. So thanks for taking the time to be with us all today. And so we'll get moving a little bit here. I was inspired to create this, as you know, as a way to connect and share tangible lifting tools of exploring self through self-love, techniques or rituals or something that you love to do and that you actually don't talk the talk, but you walk the walk. It's something that you actually do and you put meaning and value in. So each week I have guests coming on and kind of sharing something that they love. in their life. So join viewers for the next things in February that are coming at 11:45, and this is just a 30-minute chat and practice. So first of all, I want to ask you a question, Olivia. So when we talk about self-love and self-care, what stands out? What does self-love mean to you
Like this thing she did?
when you hear
Yes.
That
self-care
was terrible.
or whatever? That kind of
Olivia-
what does that mean to you or feel?
Right. I kind of saw this question coming, so I was thinking about it a bit. And for those listening, I would say that it's super therapeutic to think about, and to write about. Like, what does self love mean? What does self care mean to me? So for me, that was just a super therapeutic experience, really grounding. So for listeners, like, kind of think about that. What does it mean to you? Because for me, self care, self love is anything that makes me feel connected to myself. Things that make me feel connected to myself could be completely different than what makes you feel connected to yourself, than what makes others feel connected to themselves. Um, so some vehicles for me, I think, and for a ton of people, potentially could be, music or a hot shower or being outside, spending time in the water, time alone, whatever it is. But I think that the further away you are from feeling connected and whole inside, the more you might be filling your day, with stuff that isn't self love, or stuff that doesn't make you feel whole, stuff that doesn't make you feel taken care of. Um, and I think it's really important. I think self care is super important. I think that you have to connect to yourself to practice it. And I think that you need to practice self care to connect yourself. So maybe the two kind of like go together, self care and connecting. There's always going to be that little voice in the back of your head that says, you know what, this might be better for me than that. So that little judgment. But what we choose really depends on, I think, how connected we feel with ourselves, how willing we are to listen to that higher voice, that voice of wisdom that says, you know, um, this is going to make me feel whole. This will make me feel connected versus this won't. So I think the biggest part of self care is connecting to ourselves. And again, everyone has a different vehicle to connect. And the practice that I'll be leading today is what's been helping me feel really connected um, in the past few months or so. But yeah, I think that's kind of where I've landed.
Nice. I love
Yeah.
that. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, and like how it just means something so different, and it's personal and like, feel loved of yourself and
Malika's
the
not gonna
bath
be happy.
handle or your meditation practice,
Malika's not gonna be
whatever,
happy.
and like and just identifying what it incorporate it more and maybe be like, I need that right, I need that
Right.
connection piece of like feeling disconnected and like what does bring us back to our own heart. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Right.
Yeah. So thank you. And then, yeah, if you can take us right into what you're going to share with us. Share with us today. We'll do it together, whatever that is.
Yeah. Of course. So again, everyone has a different vehicle to connect. Even me, like, I have a lot of different moods. I wake up feeling different ways all the time, and what I need depends on the day. So some days it might be like exercise or cooking or whatever, but this one's pretty steady. Um, I have a practice, that really helps me feel personally connected, and I learned it after attending a live session with Pamela Miles. Her name on Instagram is Pamela Moves, so PAMELAMOVES. Website is ReikiInMedicine.org, so that's two I's, Reiki in Medicine. And she's been teaching Reiki since 1986, so for a really long time. And for those of you watching that don't really know what Reiki is, it's just a quick disclaimer that, like, before this session with her, I knew kind of what it was, but I just really had no idea either. So you don't need some deep, advanced certification, or you don't need to be some deep advanced practitioner to kind of pick up what I'm putting down. And another quick disclaimer is that I'm not certified in Reiki at all, even though I'll be leading you through a self Reiki practice. Just a quick disclaimer. So this is a little different though, because it's a practice on yourself. So yeah,
Like
and yeah, it's awesome. And just a quick list of benefits, I guess, that Reiki can benefit for you. Some are relaxing, releasing tension in the body, breaking down energy blocks, which is a big one. We store energy in our body all the time, so that's a huge one. Balancing mind, body, and spirit. Helping you sleep better, helping spiritual growth, maybe cleansing emotionally. So yeah, some benefits, and we'll get right into it. I'm gonna move this over. What was that? What was that?
Do people enjoy? Can people sit up and do this? Lie down? What do you say?
Great point. Awesome. So great point. So this can be done sitting up. It can be done in bed. It can be done lying down. It can be done on the floor, on the couch. I like to do it sitting up. It keeps me a little bit more grounded. Pamela talks about how it's the first thing that she does every single day before even opening her eyes. So she does it in bed. Doesn't make a difference, if you're in bed or if you're sitting. Again, I like to be seated, spine up tall, chin tall, tucked, head tall. So it just depends on what you're comfortable with. The first time I did it, I was lying on the couch and it worked perfectly. And I had this wow moment of that really helped me feel connected, like whoosh, right away, right? So whatever you want. For me, I do this whenever I feel like I need to be grounded, or right before I go to sleep, usually in bed, right before I'm sleeping. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get right into it. Wherever you feel comfortable, just hop right in. And you'll close the eyes down. If you feel uncomfortable closing the eyes at all, just bring the gaze somewhere soft. So you don't want to be, looking around all over the place. I will say closing the eyes will help with it. And then just start to tap into the breath here. Breath will start at base of spine, and then watch it rise up to crown of head. Gentle inhales, gentle exhale. Muscles and face are relaxed. Feel the body overcome with a deep sense of tranquility. And then from here, you're going to place both hands on top of the head. So my fingertips are pointing towards one another. I'm not stacking hands. You want to take up as much surface area as possible. So elbows out towards the sides. You can close the eyes down. We'll take a few breaths here. Muscles and face stay relaxed. Whole body's relaxed. Feel the support of the hands on the head. Deep breath in and out through the nose. And then from here, you'll gently move your hands to the back of your head. So fingertips, again, facing one another, elbows are open. Eyes are either closed or just the gaze is somewhere soft, down on the ground in front of you, maybe. And deep breath in and out through the nose. Feel supported by the hands resting on the back of the head. And then you're gently going to bring hands cupping over the eyes. So no pressure here at all. Your hands will just cup over both eyes. And breathe in and out through the nose. Breath is even and steady. And then you'll gently move the hands down. Heels of the hands are going to come together. Fingertips face either sides of your neck. And then again, we're just kind of cupping. So no extreme pressure on the neck at all, just cupping the neck. And a few deep breaths in and out the nose. Breath is steady. Eyes are closed or relaxed. Feel the support by the hands on the nape of the neck. With each movement and each breath, feel the body becoming more tranquil, more relaxed, more grounded, and more connected. From here, drawing the hands down, so we'll come to the heart. Both fingertips will face one another on the heart. And you'll breathe here, close the eyes, elbows are relaxed. Muscles in the face are relaxed. Breath is deep. With each breath, feel more centered, feel more grounded. Breath is even and steady. Moving hands down now to right below the chest. So right below my chest, fingertips pointing towards one another. Again, if you want to spread them a little to take up some more surface area, sometimes that's nice. Whatever's comfortable there. And then eyes can be closed or relaxed somewhere gently in front of you. Even breath. Feel centered and grounded with each breath in. move hands down now to the navel. So that's pretty much on my belly button, same height. Can't really see, standing up right on my belly. And then breathing there, close the eyes down. Fingertips can be touching, or you can spread the hands a bit wider to take up some more surface area on the belly. Super calm, super relaxed. With each breath in, feel the body become more relaxed. Last one now, we'll move the hands down. I'm putting my hands on my hip bones. However, you can center to the very low belly if you'd like. So hands are on my hips, the outer edges of my hip bones, and I'm breathing. Eyes are closed, or the gaze is soft somewhere in front of you. Muscles in the face remain relaxed. And now you'll bring hands back up towards the top of the head. We'll go through one more time, but I'll do less talking. So I'll just let you know which steps are next. And just move along, feel the rhythm of your own breath, and come right into it. Hands to back of the head. Hands to cup the eyes. Heels of hands together, cup the throat. Hands to heart. Fingertips face one another. Hands below the chest, upper rib cage. Hands to the navel, mid-belly, or solar plexus.
Yep.
hands to hips or below the belly button. Bring the right hand to mid belly, the left hand to heart. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Gently blinking eyes open.
Wow, Olivia. I can see how that would be really lovely to do lying in bed, like a wake up and get out of bed with,
Totally.
like when you're about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Just like attention is the most basic form of love, right? You're giving your attention to the area,
Right. Yeah.
places, bodies, and big energy vortexes in those.
Right.
Just like, and you do settle right in your voice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's awesome too. And I will say, that's pretty long, but I made it longer. You can always do, this if this feels good, or back of the head. Laying down too, your arms kind of get sore holding this, or a little bit tender of it. I'm like, oh my gosh. So laying down helps a bit, right? Laying down on your back,
like an eye pillow,
right?
or
Super relaxing.
it's like a little ritual. Yeah.
Yeah. I like to even do just one hand to belly, one hand to heart. And, even just that can pull you like right into a nice space. So yeah, that's a good one. Um, and the whole series in a row, can help you feel really grounded. What comes next feels right. It's just straight down the body. So, um, yeah, that just helps me feel really connected, grounded.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you everyone who joined in to listen. Hey, this will be saved in my Instagram. I this is going to be up on my YouTube channel as well. Malika Yoga is the YouTube post. After Olivia's guidance, just through that nice Reiki series, and find connection to self, coming back to just like break kind of your energy back into yourself. So thank you so much. Talk to you, and thank you for guests too. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. You're welcome.
How do I leave this? Do I just
Soon.
click X? Oh.
I don't know. I just it.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Self Love